Huh. All right.
Alright, Warthog's ready.
All right. I'll hop in the turret.
Oh, you will? Okay.
Um. We. You bitch.
Let's go.
If I can't have fucking game audio, I'm gonna turn on Spotify real quick for myself.
You got it.
And I'm just gonna put on the Halo 1 soundtrack.
Yeah, it's good enough.
Halo. Halo. Martin O'Donnell. Combat Evolved. There it is. There we go.
Alright, Gunner. More through them.
More through 'em. Gotta turn up my sensitivity.
God, heroic is so easy.
Comparative, like, yeah, it is.
Alright. Where do we go now? In here, right?
Yeah.
Alright. I'm just gonna throw a bunch of grenades at him and hopefully he fucking dies.
Oh! It feels so weird using a fucking PS4 controller in this. Ah!
Jesus Christ! No! Ah!
Do it again, but more vicious. Hell yeah. Killed his bitch
Wah!
ass. I mean, it locked us out still. Killed his bitch ass.
So we couldn't have made that work.
I don't I think even if you kill him, like, it won't do it. The way that people keep that door open is actually by just shoving the fucking warthog through.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Alright, let's try to breeze through this. Hopefully we still got some time.
Yeah. I'm gonna try going mouse and keyboard for a little bit.
Give it a try, see what works. It's probably better than the PS4 controller, if I'm being honest.
Oh yeah, I don't know why the sensitivity is so fucking low, personally.
Kill these ones. Hey, come here, you fucking hunter.
Ooh,
Not
why are the
hunter.
controls set up
Sorry.
like this?
It's just because they are.
What's the grenade? Oh, F is grenade? Interesting. Alright. I can deal with that.
Usually I'd think G is like grenade.
G is to switch grenades, I think.
Oh, okay.
Maybe. And melee is Q. I can work that.
Interesting.
I wouldn't have set up the controls like this. This isn't how they were in original Halo CE. But I can work with it.
Let's make it work. Couple overshields there. Let's get this. Turn around, big boy. Got a magnum that goes right inside of you.
Get him.
Lagging a little bit there. Alright, he's down.
Ooh.
You're a big boy.
There we go.
That's what I thought.
Make sure you get this terminal.
Where?
It's right here.
There's nothing there.
It's the glowing
Oh.
thing?
Yeah, it wasn't showing up. Alright, got it. Got that one years ago. It's weird because I was in last gen mode. It's not there.
Oh, is it not?
No,
Oh,
it's
yeah,
not.
it isn't. That is weird. Okay.
Yeah, a little wonky. Honestly, if you're looking for a mission, we can complete it in under 15 minutes. If we don't do this one, we could always do Pillar of Autumn.
Yeah, definitely. That one's quick and easy.
Yeah.
Ooh, change my mouse keyboard controls. Change bindings. Fire. What do I have as melee is F. Throw grenades, mouse 2.
Might teleport you.
That's fine.
Oh, we got a couple of hunters over here, huh?
There we go. I think I set him up the way I'd like him.
Oh man, that hurt. Oh, cool, I spawned with a plasma pistol.
Hey, man. That ain't Gucci.
There's my dead body. Almost died again.
Oh!
Alright, he's down.
Gucci.
Mm-hmm. See, this is stress relieving right here. Halo Combat Evolved.
Yeah.
It's the good shit.
You know what the problem with Halo 4 is and Halo 5?
What's the problem?
The guns were so balanced already. Well, we killed you, bitch. The guns were so
Ow.
balanced in Halo 3, like 1 through 3, that adding more weapons just unbalanced the game. Because they got the balance so right the first time around. It's like, it's not even funny.
After playing an extensive amount of Halo 3 recently, I would say that the perfect amount of balance is in Halo 3.
Yeah. Halo 4 has really good combat, though. I'll give you that. I really enjoy Halo 4's combat.
Whoops. Didn't mean to murder you.
It's fine. Yeah, Halo 4's combat, really good. Halo 5's is really bad, in my opinion.
I don't like it.
I say this in PvE modes, at least, because all of the weapons, long range is viable with almost any weapon in that game.
Damn.
Because of all the tracking bullets and, you know what I mean? Like, it's pretty ridiculous.
I don't know, like, there's parts of Halo 5 that, like, I don't know, some of the gunplay feels pretty satisfying, but other than that, there's a lot of problems with it, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like, there's just certain things that they don't need to do with that game, but they did. And it's just like, oh, okay. Like, certain aspects, like, I kind of like the battle rifle in that game. I just don't like that it doesn't have a lot of ammo.
Yeah, that's a problem with it, I guess. I mean, the guns feel good enough. They would feel better if it was a game that wasn't Halo. Because, in my opinion, I think it fails on the fundamental level of being a Halo game. You know, because Halo is you're running and gunning. You know, you're always charging into the action. You know what I mean? And then what Halo 5 does is it makes you stand behind cover and just pick off every enemy from long range because they all have tracking fucking weapons and they all can kill you pretty fucking quick. So
Yeah.
I don't know. That's where my problem lies with it.
I think a lot of people, like, I know, like, the grand majority of the community, everybody hates Halo 5's campaign.
Even the competitive players don't really like Halo 5.
Well, I'd say more people enjoy Halo 5. I don't think the
As a
competitive
casual
players do.
audience, a lot more people enjoyed Halo 5. But the core audience, you can't really, like, go against what the core audience wants, in my opinion. I don't know.
Yeah, I know for a fact that, like, most
343 has, like, they've acknowledged that where they went wrong now, you know. They've realized. So.
A lot of people hate Halo 4 because they feel like it's too much, like, COD, which it kind of does, but, you know.
I actually like Halo 4. I like its story, to be honest. I think there's I think the strong part of there's like, okay, to me there's two stories. One of them is very weak and one of them is good. The Didact story, weak as fuck. All right.
Whoops.
The Didact story is weak as hell, all right?
Yeah.
But the whole story with the Chief and Cortana, very good storytelling. I actually enjoyed it a lot, and it shows instead of the, you know, it's de-escalating the power fantasy, as I've heard it called, and it makes you feel more like, holy shit, Chief is human, you know, whatever. It's strong in that aspect, and I think, you know, there's some interesting theories I've heard going around that I hope is kind of true.
For Halo Infinite?
Yeah, so, well, this is just Halo, like, talking about Halo 5, even. So what it is, so, do you know what the logic plague is?
No.
Okay, so I'll explain it to you. So the logic plague is something that the grave mind can inflict on it. And it's not really a plague, it's just the fact that he is so smart, and he has such a high IQ, that given enough time, he can influence anyone's opinion. He was the one who made the Didact hate humans. He was the one he actually corrupted the Forerunner's own defense AI to turn against the Forerunners. An AI, he corrupted it with just words. He had a 40-year-long argument with this fucking AI.
Jesus Christ.
Because the Gravemind is so smart, he can convince you of almost anything. Which I think is just so interesting as a concept, you know?
So, like, I'm trying to figure out...
So, and
like,
think about it. Cortana was with him, all right?
Yeah.
And this is where the thing comes in. Was Cortana influenced by the logic plague? The fact that the Gravemind can... Because, to be honest, he's... You know, Cortana's kind of doing what he wanted. You know, weakening all the races, you know, whatever. So, say he survived somehow the arc firing, you know.
Well, that's what I was going to say, is this a new Halo ring that we're on, or is it the Arc? Because it looks kind of like the Arc.
Well, the arc was in Halo Wars 2, but they never really finished the story in Halo Wars 2. Because at the end of Halo Wars 2, you're kind of still where you started. You're still fighting the Banished. You're still in this conflict with them. So, I don't know. Because it doesn't look like the arc. Because the arc has, like, you know, the big circle in the center with, like, the, you know, the spiral shape, and then, you know what I mean? It looks significantly bigger. So I don't know. It definitely could be the arc, but it might not be.
Interesting. Well, it makes me wonder, because, you know, you have the IMDb page and you got a Gravemind listed in the credits, so I don't know.
That was actually removed, so I don't know.
Maybe they're trying to cover up their tracks.
Maybe. I don't know. Though we do have a pug listed in the credits too, so I don't know.
That's definitely flood noises. I listened to that before you had sent it, and that's definitely a flood. Oh, I murdered you again. Okay.
Hey man, it's all part of the plan. Don't go too far ahead though, because my pistol's back there. It says too many enemies nearby.
All right, go grab it.
You might teleport to me.
Fine, we'll make it work. This Magnum is so sexy, even in Combat Evolved. It looks nice.
Mm-hmm. I like its hump.
Mm-hmm.
Can I just say I like that Halo Infinite pistol?
Oh yeah,
Apparently
I
it's
have a
not the
feeling-
Magnum. Apparently it's not the Magnum
No,
though.
no,
Because the
that's
Magnum
just like
isn't
this-
coming in launch. Which
Yeah,
I think
that's
is
just
weird. I feel that's weird, like not launching with weapons but then adding them later in. I feel that's kind of
No,
weird.
that's just like the sidearm type
Yeah,
thing, you know.
Yeah, like the Halo 3 ODST pistol. I'm guessing it's like that.
It's more so like the Halo 2 pistol, but
Mhm.
that's.
But that
still
was technically the Magnum. So
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Looks cool.
Yeah, I'm really excited because the combat looks smooth. You know, I don't know. Apparently in multiplayer, that grappling hook is gonna work more like an ability power up, like that you can just pick up on the map and use instead of just something you spawn with. So I don't know how that's gonna work. But
I don't know. I like that, but we'll see.
yeah, I mean, you gotta trust in them, I guess, until they do us wrong.
I'm just kind of nervous because, like, I just want it to be core Halo. I don't want you to take all this, like, extra movement and put it in there. It really doesn't need to be
I don't
there.
think we're gonna have like wall running or anything like that. So I feel like we're gonna be fine in that aspect.
Yeah, but I really don't want to go back to the boost era with, you know. Halo
Yeah,
5.
I don't think we're gonna have boosters for sure. I blew myself up. God damn it.
That's okay. You blew me up too.
Hey, that's part of the plan, you know.
Damn, that single-handedly wiped out my overshield. Nice.
Nice. Yeah, but have you looked at that SPV3 mod that I
No, I haven't had the
Okay.
time. I'll check it
So
out.
basically, what it is, and I can give you the key for it too, because Halo. This is back when game keys weren't online and you could only use them once. Remember? Remember the good times? Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah. So basically, what you need is you install Halo Custom Edition. It actually comes with the SPV3 installer. You just need a game key for it, which I think is cool.
Okay.
And I can give you my game key since I have an original game key. But I digress. So what it does is it's basically an overhaul of Halo 1. And it adds new areas, new missions, adds a bunch of new weapons. It adds brutes. It adds skirmishers to Halo C. It adds like 2 new missions too.
Oh, that's awesome.
There's one mission called the Commander, and there's one that's so in Halo C. No, this is in the books, but they never go into it in the game. It's called Alpha Base, and it's the base that the Marines set up on Halo while they're during the events of Halo CE, and that's where like Foehammer gets all the troops from. That's where they regroup, rally, whatever. And basically, you go there when the Flood are there, and you have to when the Flood and the Covenant are fighting, and the base is in like total disarray, and you have to rescue survivors, whatever. So it's a pretty cool mission. The Commander is a really interesting mission. Guess who you play as in the Commander?
Keys?
No, you play as the Arbiter before he was the Arbiter.
Oh, shit. Well, that
Mhm.
makes sense.
And you go down with the Shipmaster Artas and someone else, and you are fighting against the Covenant, who are actually rebelling against you because they think you sent them on a suicide mission, and you're still loyal to the Covenant, and you have to kill a bunch of Covenant. You have to kill brute people. You have to kill Flood. It's really interesting. You have to shut down the Silent Cartographer or whatever, or get the map from it, whatever. I mean, it's a very good mission, and they have some very interesting stuff. Also, SPV3 has armor abilities, but
Okay.
but they're interesting armor abilities. You get the visor, like the Halo 3 ODST visor. You get stuff like there's a health regen thing, so like it regens you to almost max health if you go down. There's also sprint, but I don't like using sprint in Halo CE because it feels weird. But I mean, it's all there. And then SPV3 in its most recent version added the fan mod that was created a long time ago, and it remastered the fan mod. It's called Lumoria,
Okay.
and Lumoria is kind of a you play as someone called Spartan May or something like that, and it's interesting to say the least. You can definitely tell there's some amateur voice acting, because it's a completely from the bones fan mod, but the gameplay is all there.
That's all that matters then.
Notable weapons added are the Shredder, which is basically, it's said to be like the precursor to the Needler, and it shoots needles in a more straight fashion. Yeah. And it shoots them a little bit faster too. It's like the brute version of the fucking Needler, is what I like to say.
That's pretty cool.
They added the brute plasma rifle in. That's pretty nice.
Oh, awesome.
There's the brute plasma repeater, I think they call it. But it's not really a plasma repeater. It's more just like a plasma rifle with a little hump on it, and it shoots faster. It's interesting, to say the least. They added the Shredder. They added the what is it called? There's a lot of new weapons added. They added the SMG. They added
cool.
a SOCOM pistol. What else did they
Sounds
add?
like a lot of love and care went into it.
Dude, they added a bunch of different vehicles too, like all expansive new areas. It feels like Halo 1 on steroids. Like if you liked Halo 1, because a lot of people felt dirtied by Halo 2, you know, and they were like, a lot of people hated it at launch because they were like, this isn't Halo. The level design isn't, you know, it isn't these open, sprawling levels, whatever. A lot of people didn't like Halo 2 because of that, you know, because they felt it was too linear. So this is by a fan who thought Halo 2 was kind of too linear, didn't like it as much, but thought there were good additions in the rest of the series that they could add back into the Halo CE kind of style of gameplay. So, I mean, it 10 years plus of like work went into this project, and it shows. The library is actually way better because instead of just Flood, you also get to fight Covenant. And there's some vehicles in there too in the library, and you know, you have to play it to understand it, but honestly, it's a very fun, you know, mod.
Sounds cool.
Oh yeah, and it's free, so it's like it's even better.
Yeah, I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, you just download it through their Reddit page, and then it's bing bang bong. The tutorial's easy. Just download it into the default directory where it says to install it in the installer. It's fucking easy.
Okay. Okay.
You know.
Yeah, I'll have to definitely check that out.
Sad part is there's no co-op with it because it's SPV3, single player, you know, evolution or whatever. I forget what the acronym is, but it's single player, you know. So it's sadly not co-op. You might be able to do a co-op, but I haven't figured out how. So
If there's a will, there's a way.
probably got to port forward that shit. Ugh, port forwarding. Because it's never the people who want to play the co-op who want to port forward. They're always like, ask someone else to do it. Like, do you remember the struggles of fucking Minecraft on PC back in the day when someone was like, oh, set up a world, blah, 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 blah. I'm like...
Yeah, because I tried it and it was like literally the worst.
It's literally the worst thing ever because port forwarding sucks ass. All right, anyone who enjoys doing that shit, oh god damn.
Yeah, I could never. I tried to do it. It never worked.
It's frustrating as hell because sometimes like, and whenever I ask someone how to do it, they're like, oh, download this sketchy ass link, and I'm like, no.
Psych. "15 minutes in and out." Oh, cool. Like, I don't know how the grenades work, but they are definitely nukes.
Yeah, I didn't even turn on the expanded fucking radius for grenades, so. Well, it's because grenades, because in Halo CE, and I think Halo Reach to an extent, grenades blow up other grenades.
Yeah.
Which, don't get me wrong, is realistic, I guess. What the fuck? I was far enough away from that grenade.
15 minutes in and out.
Yeah, I don't think we completed this mission in 15 minutes. Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
We should play some MP after this.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, I still, like, I think I'm like, I got 65 out of 75 matches completed. So I can get 3 more tokens if I complete like 10 more matches.
Yeah.
So that'll be fun.
Yeah.
But like I completed the Halo Reach fucking, tree of stuff to get. So.
Oh yeah, I'm getting up there.
Yeah.
Ooh, Goldie man.
I killed you earlier, bitch. You should be alive.
Back to square one. Here, have a grenade.
What about another one though?
Give him another one. Just feed it to
Another
him.
one.
Yeah, I'm not going over
Fuck
there.
what you heard. It ain't no joke.
I almost just hit you.
was it the was it the Smash Mouth? And I know the perfect harmony and the wow.
Sorry, I wasn't doing a Smash Mouth reference.
No, I was like, it ain't no joke. Perfect harmony. And then you're like, I almost hit you, and I was like, oh shit. Now, what are some upcoming games?
Oh.
Because I always like talking about upcoming games, because I always like speculating.
So there's one game I'm debating getting, but I don't know what platform I'm gonna pick it up on. I'm debating picking up Kingdoms of Amalur: Re-Reckoning.
I have that on PC, and I mean the original looks good enough. I'll say that much.
You'll probably get the remaster for free then.
Yeah, I hope. But I don't know. I didn't find it that fun to play when I started out, because like the story seems like the story's not that good starting out. I'm gonna be real.
I don't even remember. I just remember that it seemed like a game I would enjoy. You know.
It kind of just launches you into it, though. Like, I don't know. It's one of those stories where like you wake up after being thought dead, and then you just are like led by this one guy to whatever, and then you just let out into the world. I don't know. It's open. I'll give you that much, but I don't know. I didn't have that much fun.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see.
God damn.
Sorry. Obviously, so this is funny. So I had to call GameStop today because they had bunked my, they had fucked with my edition for Avengers.
Oh, what do you mean?
So basically, what had happened is they had, when I had gone there a few weeks ago, they had switched it to the standard edition of the game, which I didn't want.
What'd you do? Did you bitch him out?
No, I didn't bitch him out. I just said simply, I don't bitch people out. I get it, you know.
Sometimes mistakes happen.
Mistakes do happen. I'm not gonna be like, oh, you fucking asshole, you screwed up my pre-order.
Yeah, but did they switch it back?
Yeah, they switch it back.
That's
I just called her, and we're tight at that GameStop, so
yeah.
I just called them up, and I said that, no, this needs to be switched, and they switched it back.
That's good.
So, I mean, I'm looking forward to that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow, somebody agrees with me. That's fun.
Oh.
Yeah, so hot take. I personally do not think Elder Scrolls 6 is going to be very good. That's my take.
Totally agreed, man. Because
I
Bethesda
got,
has given me no confidence.
yeah, and this one guy wrote literally a paragraph saying why Obsidian sucks, which is a complete lie because they're actually good. at
They're a good
making video
studio.
games.
Okay, what did they say? Why did he suck? Why did they suck?
All right, let's read this whole paragraph. Okay, so I said, this is what I said. I don't see Elder Scrolls 6 launching till the next console generation, honestly. I really don't see it launching.
It's not gonna.
Alright, and even then, it's not going to be very good.
Mhm.
And this guy said, then you do a better job making it. At least it's not dickhole Obsidian using concepts and play from Bethesda games, even down to taking artwork such as Rad Roach Meat and weapon designs. I mean, look at the 2 pictures of the post ES6 release that months ago, and you see this Obsidian fucked up the Fallout parody. They went on sale as fast as F76 and completely disappeared off social media within 2 months. Now they're trying to take Elder Scrolls with magic and multiple races to play. Yeah, they can't create an original Big Mac, so they went for the Whopper Mac.
I mean, interesting. Okay,
Yeah.
that's an interesting hot take.
Yeah, that is something. I was just playing Outer Worlds the other day. I still like that game a lot.
I mean, yeah, it's a fun game. I think I got burnt out on it because I played too much too soon.
Yeah. I'm just playing it in spurts. I haven't completed it yet, but I'm just doing some side quests and shit. I enjoy it. It's fun.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it is a very fun game. It's very like jump. Okay, it's got a good story. I'll give it that. I think it's got good RPG elements. I don't know. I don't think it's like revolutionary. I think it was a good game.
No, it's not supposed to be revolutionary. It's supposed to be a fun game.
Yeah, I think it succeeded at being a 7.5 to an 8 out of 10. I mean, it wasn't legendary like a 9 or a 9.5, but it was a good, solid RPG. And
Yeah.
I think sometimes you just need games like that. You need something that will, it's a little more
Yeah,
grounded.
you need a fun game every once in a while, and I think that was a genuinely fun game for 2019, considering I don't really know. We didn't really get too much that year.
Yeah. Yeah, we didn't, did we? Well, didn't we get Red Dead?
2018. That was the godly year.
It was.
Pun intended, because God of War came out that year. But yeah, Red Dead, God of War. There's probably some other things. Spider-Man. Spider-Man came out that year.
Yeah, Spider-Man probably deserved a 9 out of 10.
Yeah, that game was just straight up fun.
Mm-hmm.
My only complaint or qualm with it really is that it's too short, but
Yeah.
for me.
I mean, if you play through literally everything, it's not too short, but a lot of the tasks can get really monotonous.
Well, no, it's weird because I felt like I blasted through that story, but it took me like, what was it, like 20 hours?
Yeah.
And I did everything. I got the platinum too.
Yeah.
So.
It feels like
Weird.
it should have been a little bit longer.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to say there was like plot points that they missed or anything.
No, I think everything with that story is phenomenal. I think it's great. It's just
The only thing that really got me kind of weird was them. So how quickly he, what was the Negative Man or whatever? Quickly
yeah, Mr. Chang.
they took him down, and then he came back so quickly with the other like League of the Sinister
Yeah,
Six.
so Martin Lee. Okay, so that is one of my complaints actually. I don't like him. Like he's
an
felt
okay
like
villain,
he
but like
felt
I don't.
forced.
He did feel
He
forced.
felt.
I'll definitely admit to that.
It's like, Doc Ock. There was a build-up. I love Doc Ock, and
Doc Ock was really good because, I mean, I of course expected him to become, Doc
we all
Ock.
did.
But I thought the way that they did it was so good that it subverted my expectations.
It's like, I almost felt like Martin Lee was like a side story to that game, because like, you have.
It definitely felt like it.
Yeah, because you had this like plot where it was like, oh, you're fighting the demons, and then you take them down. It's almost like, have you ever played Batman Arkham City through its whole continuity?
I've only played Arkham Knight.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell you. So in
Yeah, just
Arkham
spoil the
City,
story. Just spoil the story.
so in Arkham City, there's like this thing. So you go in. It's a city full of villains, obviously. Um, the main villain is established as Hugo Strange, who's like a doctor, and he likes to fuck with Batman's head. And he's trying to.
It's
He
Scarecrow,
knows.
right?
No. Hugo Strange is he's just a different character. Scarecrow, that's Jonathan Crane. That's
Okay.
Arkham Knight
Okay.
and Arkham Asylum.
Whenever you
So-
say fuck with his like Batman's head, I'm always like that's I think.
Yeah,
it's Scarecrow.
no, but Hugo Strange knows who Batman is. He knows.
Oh, he
he's
knows his
Bruce Wayne.
identity. Okay.
He knows who Bruce Wayne is. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
And he hasn't
he's
revealed
ba-
it. That's the weird part.
well, no, he likes to fuck with him. He's a great villain, and he was done perfectly. It's an excellent game, but basically halfway through the story, they introduce Ra's al Ghul as like the secondary antagonist.
Oh, that's weird to put two major antagonists like that in the story.
Yeah, and Ra's al Ghul. It turns out that Ra's al Ghul was like the biggest villain of all. He was like actually behind most of it.
Yeah.
But it's just weird when they do stuff like that, especially with Martin Lee, because it mainly felt like.
Because Martin Lee could have had a great story.
Right,
Yeah.
right. I mean, I felt like the demons and the whole presence of them, that made sense. You know, they're introducing a new faction, and he's a C tier list character, but now he's like an A list because people actually know who he is.
Yeah.
But Mr. Negative or Martin Lee, he just like
What are negative powers? Like, what do they even do? Can I ask? Like, I forget. Did they explain it?
it's basically just like this negative energy. Just think of the darkness like we were talking about earlier.
It's the Destiny darkness.
Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know. Martin Lee's story felt like it was completed, but then they brought him around full circle to join the Sinister Six, and I was like, I don't really.
Yeah, they didn't like. I wish he had kind of defeated him in a more permanent way for the game. Then it would have felt like his arc completed a little bit better.
Yeah. I mean, see, that's just a problem that arises with Spider-Man because he's like Batman. He has this extensive rogues gallery of villains and characters, and it's like when it comes down to it, you almost need to handle multiple characters at once just because that's how that character works.
And I feel like Doc Ock was introduced at the right time in the story. That's the thing. Like, I think if you introduced him any earlier, it would have ruined it.
Right,
So-
and I think that's basically why, like, his performance was perfect. You know, he was great. And, you know, I don't hate Martin Lee as a character or a villain for that matter. I thought he was a good villain. It's just kind of weird that he was just reintroduced full circle into the Sinister Six. It just felt kind of incorrect to me.
Yeah, and then
But,
he was
yeah.
like a background character almost. I want to say.
Right, and then you know he was Aunt May's.
Yeah.
Sorry, I
just
had to
killed
kill
me.
you. Yeah, I had to kill you on my way and you weren't moving. Sorry.
Well, I was looking up the flashlight too.
Oh, okay, sorry. I murdered you for no reason. But yeah,
I'm gonna spawn
Martin
with
Lee-
no weapon now, asshole.
God damn it, I'm an asshole. Fuck.
Look at me. I have a flashlight, and this is it. Let's go, bitch.
Alright, Doom 3 that shit. Yeah, I'm just kind of curious to see,
I want
who
to
the
see how that
villain is.
Miles Morales game goes.
Right,
And
right.
do you
I
think
wanna-
the
I wanna
Prowler's
see-
gonna be in it?
Oh, Aaron Davis, his uncle?
Yeah.
Very well could be. Very well
I mean,
could
I feel
be.
like if you have Miles Morales, you have to have him.
Yeah, I mean, considering he is... Well, you know what? You know what's probably going to happen? This is my theory. So you got Aaron Davis, right?
Mhm.
Obviously, what the fuck's his father? His father's dead, so maybe Aaron Davis will come in and maybe move in with his mom.
I
and
forgot
maybe
his
he'll
father died. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, maybe he'll be the father figure, and then that'll be like the twist in the end of the game. It's like, Uncle Aaron, you're
Yeah.
this guy I've been fighting
If they can do it,
against this
if
whole
they can do it
time?"
as emotionally, as in like Into the Spider-Verse, or as even in Spider-Man, like with Doc Ock, if they can pull it off, dude, that's a pickup on day one, if so.
That's probably what they're actually gonna do, because if you think about it, Miles doesn't have a father figure besides Peter, and Peter's gonna be absent in this game. So
Oh, is he gonna be totally absent?
yeah, he's gonna be completely absent because he's doing something. I don't know what the hell. We'll see though. We will see.
Like, did they explain at all why he's absent, or no?
No, it probably gives away something, plot-wise.
He's instead of being in New York, he's gonna be in Chicago. That's why he's absent.
No, I kind of have a feeling why.
Do you think he's gonna die, or like fake dying?
No, he's not. He's not
Because-
dead. So hear me out on this one. This one's kind of crazy. This is
Because I know Miles Morales was originally introduced because Peter Parker died or went away.
No, no. So this is kind of interesting. So rumor has it that so I don't know if you knew this, but the PlayStation they get exclusive content for Avengers.
Oh, do they? Oh, is it gonna be Spider-Man? Do you think?
I think.
Do you think they're gonna tie in that universe?
I think they're gonna tie in that universe. I think that he's gonna be an exclusive character to the PlayStation version of the game. Because Sony owns Spider-Man, so I think that.
Well, I don't think
that's
they own the
what's
game
happening.
rights to Spider-Man.
No, well,
They own movie
is-
rights. They own some movie
it
rights.
is-
But
technically Sony is the master holder of all Spider-Man entertainment properties.
really, okay.
So I think what they're gonna do is they're gonna give us. He's gonna cross over into that universe, and
That would be an
Well-
incentive to buy that version of the game.
I mean that's what I have it pre-ordered on because I'm not playing any. I'm not taking any risks just because because of that. But that's not to say I won't get it on PC.
Yeah, I really, I just like I said, I don't want to buy fucking PS Plus anymore. So
Yeah. Well, we'll see. I'm probably gonna end up buying it twice,
Yeah.
but we'll see. Because I don't want to leave you in the dark if you want to play it.
Yeah. Because that would be
we'll
a game
see.
I would play, like, because it seems like it has almost like a fire team system, and it seems like it's built around that kind of co-op, because it is Avengers, group fucking shit, so, yeah.
Like I said, I want to play the beta. I want to see how that works.
We'll play the
I mean,
PC beta
obviously-
together, see how the gameplay is, because, while I'm really excited for it, I'm nervous, because I didn't see much variation gameplay-wise with, like, Thor. It looked like he didn't have like many like attacks to use or whatever, but I'll honestly see once I actually get my hands on it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still kind of in the dark what this game is. I mean, it seems like it's like a looter type game.
I hope it's like a looter shooter. I'd be really happy if it was.
From what I've seen, there is some aspects. Iron Man has what could be explained as like an exotic.
Mhm.
Oh, 11 minutes. Here we go.
I mean, I hope there's a loot system like that.
No, it is. It definitely is. I just don't know what extent how it works, and
Yeah.
I'm more excited just to see how the characters are handled. I know the main villain is MODOK. I think that's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
As well as AIM. I
Mhm.
think it's going to
So,
be an interesting.
what are
game.
the confirmed heroes for the game again?
All right, so now we got Hawkeye.
Yeah. Hawkeye is
Um,
DLC though, or coming later is what they said, right?
Yeah, all the DLC is going to be free. It's not going to be a season
That's
pass
good.
or anything.
Honestly, that's good. I also like that there's not going to be microtransactions in Halo Infinite, but that's a side thought. What other heroes are? So Doctor Strange, is he going to be in the game?
No Doctor Strange.
Confirmed.
Not confirmed.
I think he'd
I'd
be a cool
say-
character, wouldn't he?
He would be awesome. I'd say 50-50 on Spider-Man, just because I really do think that
I do hope
PlayStation
Spider-Man comes
exclusivity-
to. I really want
It's
Spider-Man
gonna
to come
be-
to everything though. I get
See,
mad
if-
when one console gets like an exclusive part, like
Right.
Modern
It's-
Warfare, how it got spec ops, and stuff.
The survival, yeah. Well, it's
Yeah,
a piece
or
of
with
shit.
some-
So you didn't
Well,
miss
it is.
much.
You didn't miss much, but I feel like that's shitty to lock out a whole gas game mode for a year.
I mean, imagine how Destiny players felt. Remember, like when they get like an exotic in Xbox and PC. Was Destiny even on PC? I was trying to remember that
Destiny
the
1
other
was
day.
not.
Okay, so Xbox, they got like all the exclusive exotics.
There was like a strike or something, but it wasn't that big. It was like one strike that they missed out on or whatever per
Yeah,
season,
yeah.
and it got released a year later.
I hated that. So
I did hate that,
basically-
but I mean, it's not to the extent of a whole ass game mode.
Mhm.
I feel like that's pretty big.
Mm-hmm.
Or like, and I understand like maybe character exclusives, but like, but say like they're tying in the universes, you know, with. I feel like that's too big of a thing to kind of do. I don't know.
Right. Well, I don't know. Maybe they're not going to tie in the universe. Maybe they'll just. I mean, it's pretty safe to say that Yuri Lowenthal is fucking Spider-Man, the voice actor now.
I think he's a great ass fucking voice actor, may I say.
Are we killing these guys, Marines?
No, let's not do that because
Okay.
I want to try to get 20,000 points at least.
Okay. Yeah. Fucking Yosuke in Persona 4, he's great. So yeah. So I was
He should
saying
do
with
Into
confirmed
the
heroes,
Spider-Verse a voice for that for the
he
second
should.
one
So
because it's already confirmed that they're doing another one. I mean, they
Yeah.
stated that they're working on something with it, so I'm happy
Yeah.
for that.
So second. Characters that are basically confirmed. I'm pretty sure Black Panther's pretty much confirmed because there's going to be an extent where you go to Wakanda, and I'm pretty sure, you know.
Yeah. Also, I think we discussed this, but Ant-Man is going to be there, but not the Ant-Man from the movies. It's going to be
Not Scott Lang. It's going to be Hank Pym.
yeah, but like more fit, younger. Hank Pym. It
in the
looks
comics, Hank Pym was always the original Ant-Man. He was always fit.
Yeah, but like he definitely wasn't fit in fucking Ant-Man movie.
Oh no! He's old man.
He was kind of a bum in the fucking Ant-Man movie.
Yeah. I don't know
I wasn't a big fan of the Ant-Man movie personally.
Have you seen the second one?
No, I never watched Ant-Man and the Wasp. Was it good?
Okay. I would say it was all right. It wasn't like
was it better than the first or what? Because the first redeeming factor was I feel like the whole relationship between Scott and his daughter. I feel like that was a redeeming part. Do they visit that more?
Yeah, she was a big part in that movie.
I just love the meme where it's like, it's so ugly. I love it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Ant-Man and the Wasp is better just because it expands on the relationship with him and his daughter, as well as Hope, who's the Wasp.
Yeah.
And then trying to think what else.
Can I just say though, I'm not a big fan of newer Marvel movies. Like Infinity War and Endgame were great, but the newer like single character ones, because I don't like the comedy. Like, is that a fair criticism? Like, I think it gets a little too goofy, and I know it's a formula that works for like the casual audiences. But when I look at these superheroes, I view them as I try to view them as their comic form. There's seriousness there, whatever. I'm not a big fan of Thor for that reason. I don't like what they've done with the Hulk.
Yeah, I still love Ragnarok. I know you don't like that movie.
Yeah, I couldn't get into it because I thought like the whole beginning with Loki and like the father in the retirement home or whatever. I was like, what the fuck is this movie? I was like, what is this?
Odin.
Like, what happened to Odin?
I am gonna say, as it stands for like recent Marvel movies, because like I really don't like Iron Man 3 and I don't like Avengers: Age of Ultron all too much.
I think Iron Man 3 was interesting in how they handled things. All right.
Yeah, it's more so Man 3, but I am gonna say my least favorite.
Man 3.
My least favorite MCU movie so far is Captain Marvel. I'm not sexist. I really just didn't enjoy that.
I don't like her character. I don't like the actor playing and it's
Brie Larson.
I don't think she did a good job acting in that movie. And I don't even think the story was that good. I think it was pretty generic. Like, wow, I got the spirit to get stronger, and then I took the power back. Like what? Like, it just felt very.
I don't really like Carol Danvers as a character too much. And like you said, she wasn't handled properly with the actress.
And then in Endgame, I felt it was even worse. Like partially like.
No, it's funny because they were building her up as the Thanos killer, but in reality, it was Tony. So.
Yeah. I did find it funny when like Spider-Man landed in front of her and she, and then like
Parker.
Yeah. and then like said, "Hey, Peter." Like I found that very funny.
Yeah. You know what's weird? It's like I I don't know how it's weird because I like Tom Holland as Spider-Man, but there's certain aspects of the Spider-Man movies that I don't like.
I wasn't a big fan of Far From Home because I think they made fun of him too much.
Yeah.
'Cause, like that was my
okay,
biggest complaint. I love Spider-Man, probably my favorite Marvel hero. All right, but I feel like calling it the Spider Tingle and shit was just making fun of the character, and I hate.
Peter Tingle.
Oh yeah, the Peter Tingle. I was like, oh, this is so fucking childish. Who wrote this movie? You know, I was like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I did like the whole twist, with Jake Gyllenhaal. I think Jake Gyllenhaal is a great actor in some movies.
Quentin Beck. Well, I'm Mysterio is actually like one of my favorite. I think he is my favorite Spider-Man villain of all time.
He's probably not
like,
dead.
No, he's not dead.
I doubt he's dead.
See, there's one thing that I will give those movies credit. So I do like Far From Home and I do like Homecoming. I think they're good movies.
I think Homecoming is good because it subverts some of your expectations.
Yeah, but the one thing I will say that those movies have done proper is the villains. Adrian Toomes, Michael Keaton, perfect. Jake Gyllenhaal, Quentin Beck, awesome, great. Can't wait to see Matt Gargan and Spider-Man on the Run from Home.
Is that what it's gonna really be called? I have to ask.
I don't know. I'm just guessing.
I'd love that as a name on the Run from Home.
Yeah. But I think what they need to do is they need to, because I get it's like a young Peter, but I feel like he needs to turn into like.
I think he needs to grow up. I think he needs to grow up.
Yeah, he needs. Yeah, like let's give him some years, let's give him some experience, and then this is my Spider-Man, you know.
And I don't want to say like a time skip either, because I don't think that's what it needs.
No, it needs to go immediately after fucking J. Jonah Jameson drops the bombshell. We just need to see what happens.
I thought that was, I was really surprised when they did that. I give him credit.
Oh, my
there.
jaw dropped to the floor. I was like, Jesus Christ.
That's not happening.
J.K.
before.
Simmons.
What have you done? Do you need me up there?
No, I'm good.
Okay, because usually there's a cutscene that plays, so I was like. So yeah, I mean, I was very surprised when that happened.
Oh, first person. What do you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think that the problem is mainly for me is that like I'm like a huge Tobey Maguire fan. I always have been. Always will be. I still love
my
him as
only
Spider-Man.
complaint. My only complaint, because I think he did pretty good, and I think he's probably my favorite representation. My only complaint, he did not seem like the age that Spider-Man was supposed to be.
No, he's way older.
And I think that's the problem with most of the cast in that movie. Like, could just take a screenshot of like the class trip or whatever with the teacher next to all of them. The teacher like could be the same age as them. You know, I'm just. I think he definitely seemed like a 30-year-old man trying to play a fucking high school student. That was my big problem. But I think he got the emotions down tight. I think Spider-Man 2's got some very strong, this is what a superhero is meant to be, and that's what I prefer from my superhero movies. Like the whole scene where this scene is going to go down as one of film's greats, and I think it has. It's the scene where he stops the train with the webs and shit, and after he's defeated, the New Yorkers bring him into the train.
A hero.
Yeah, I mean,
carefully, he's a hero. Yeah.
And I think that's such a legendary scene, and it just embodies what a superhero should be. And I feel like and that's what I don't like about the modern Marvel films is they don't really try to capture that. They don't try to capture what a superhero should be. They just try to, put off some fun and, banter, whatever. And there's not as much of those serious, like, saving the people moments, I don't know. And maybe that's because, it's Spider-Man, neighborhood Spider-Man. But I feel like they could work more on that.
Honestly, I think what they're going to do is I think that's probably going to be more so the focus going forward because you have the Fox properties now. And honestly, like I think I've
Sam
said
Raimi's
this before.
directing the next Doctor Strange movie. I'm super excited for that. Because
be awesome.
he knows how to handle superheroes. He's a huge superhero fan.
Yeah.
And even he can admit that Spider-Man 3 was a misstep. you know. So
Yeah.
because he thought it was too crowded too, you know. But I can definitely see him, you know, improving on, you know, not crowding it as much and making it a single focus movie. And he's great at directing superhero movies.
Well, here's the thing too. So this is a side point. So I think it's Multiverse of Madness. That's what it's called. So that film was touted as a horror film of sorts, and Sam Raimi is actually
He's a great horror director.
Yeah, he's great because he did the original Evil Dead.
Yeah, I know. He also did
Evil
Army
Dead
of
2.
Darkness. He did.
Yeah.
He did
Kill All the
Drag Me to
Marines?
Hell, which is a T-rated horror movie that doesn't
Yeah.
seem like it's rated. I just said T-rated. What the fuck am I? PG-13. Yeah,
Did you murder the Marines?
I didn't, but I think they killed themselves with a grenade. But yeah, like it was a PG-13 fucking horror movie, and watching it, you would never be able to tell because of how gross it was, because of how fucking, you know, good the themes of it were. And I think it's just masterful that he was able to create a PG-13 horror movie that actually like still creeped me out.
So yeah, Multiverse of Madness is being touted as a horror film.
What is Multiverse of Madness?
So basically, I mean, I
Oh,
think
is that
it's
the
gonna
new
be
Doctor Strange? Is that
Yeah,
what it's called?
new Doctor Strange. Yeah, so it's gonna be covering a couple different things. I don't know if it's gonna go into the whole Dormammu thing. It might.
Didn't
but,
he defeat Dormammu?
No, you can't defeat Dormammu. That's why he's in the dimension.
Yeah. Who is that? Who was that big like entity that he defeated? Or like went through death so many times that he fucking like.
Yeah, that's Dormammu.
Yeah. But he basically made him back off though, didn't he?
Right. He's basically trapped. I mean, they kind of go into it in Ant-Man and the Wasp, but he's basically the quantum realm, which is explained in Ant-Man and Ant-Man and the Wasp. Dormammu's trapped in there.
Okay.
Essentially.
By Doctor Strange.
Well, not Doctor Strange per se. Just the Sorcerer Supreme, whoever it is at the time. At the one point, it was the Ancient One, but then she passed away.
How old was she, by the way? Did they ever explain that?
She... Ancient.
Ancient.
Yeah, so basically, I think what they're going to be doing with this movie is they're going to be going into Baron Mordo. Very interesting villain. And then Nightmare, which is also a very cosmic-centered threat that Doctor Strange has to face. So I'm very excited to see that.
You know what movie I'm also excited for?
Huh?
Next Venom movie.
Oh yeah, with Carnage.
Yeah,
I think that's gonna be a blast. Did you like the first one?
I thought so I have some complaints about the story, but I think overall it was a good movie.
Yeah.
My biggest complaint was Venom saying, "I'm kind of a pussy on my planet." Like I was like, "What are you?" Like what are you? What did they turn you into, Venom? You're supposed to be this badass hulking figure, and now what are you? I did think the villain was a little weak, you know, like that.
Oh, Riot. Yeah, that's my complaint with the movie. I felt like it felt kind of like
I feel like they tried to imitate Marvel. You know, like I know it's a Marvel property, but I feel like they tried to imitate many of the Marvel studio movies.
No, you know what it felt mostly? It felt like that 2000s Hulk movie, like that type of scenario of like, oh god.
But I feel like they can do better, you know, because Sony Pictures is a decent studio. They for some movies.
Yeah, so I think what I'm really looking forward to in the MCU going forward, obviously, is because my favorite superhero team of all time is a Fantastic Four, and I really am curious
I want
to see how
what they
handled.
do with that. Like, do they have plans for that in Phase 4?
Phase 4, I think it's a Phase 5 property. I know X-Men is basically like its next big priority.
Yeah.
But the thing is they've
Are they
never
going to reboot X-Men? Because X-Men, in my opinion, has never... Okay. This is a hot take right here. This is a hot take, all right? I've never watched an X-Men movie that I thought was, like, great.
I can respect that. I think see, here's my opinion. This is another hot take amongst the Marvel community. I think that the Wolverine solo movies, excluding X-Men Origins Wolverine, are probably some of the best X-Men movies.
Yeah.
Especially like Logan's fantastic. That is an
I still
awesome
haven't
movie.
watched. I need to watch that.
I have it on Blu-ray. It's amazing. But
I need to get that and watch that.
um,
But yeah.
Logan's fantastic. I only think that there's two X-Men movies that are actually fantastic that aren't Wolverine movies, and those are Days of Future Past, which is like amazing. That movie.
What was that one that was like them building the X-Men? First Class, right?
First Class. That's the
I like
other
that one. I like that one. I can say I like that one. I mean, I didn't think it was great, but I thought it was, a pretty good movie.
Yeah, that was another one that I felt was good. But Deadpool's good too. But
I didn't really like it. I heard it was hyped up so much, and I was like, I just rented it from Family Video one day, and I was like, I'll give it a shot. Not a big fan of that comedy.
that's just Deadpool.
I know,
Either love him or hate him.
Yeah, I mean, I don't get why people were so so hyped about Deadpool after watching it. I was like, it's an alright movie, but
it's mostly the kids.
Yeah, they were like, oh, I saw them had sex, blah 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 blah.
Deadpool. Okay, so it may be centered as an R-rated character, but in all actuality, Deadpool is a. I just got sniped by a Marine. Deadpool's a PG-13 character when it comes down to it. He really is.
Cut?
Yeah, I never watched that, but
yeah, I mean, it's probably what the movie should have been.
Yeah, I like Deadpool too. I saw the R-rated version. It was good.
What is Deadpool 2 like? Like, is it?
Oh,
because I feel like I'm gonna say this. I feel like Deadpool felt too much like an X-Men movie.
well, Deadpool 2. I don't know if it's necessarily like a Deadpool or like an X-Men film for that matter. It's just like Deadpool 2 obviously has the Juggernaut. Who's
that is?
You don't know who Juggernaut is?
No.
It's Professor Xavier's half brother. He's
Yeah, I don't keep up with the X-Men.
Okay, so
because I don't find them that interesting. Like Xavier's probably the only one that I find interesting.
You know what's funny?
And Magneto.
90% of like the Marvel comic fans would disagree with you. I don't. I love the X-Men, but I'm not. I'm a forgiving fan. I'm not like, hey, if you don't like this character, that's your opinion. Okay,
yeah.
You go for that.
I mean, I just haven't found the movies interesting. I haven't looked at any of the comics for the X-Men. The comics are probably really good. I mean.
Oh yeah, they're excellent. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's like, where I.
I mean, I would probably get ripped a new asshole if I said that the Fantastic Four was my favorite superhero team. Mm-hmm. But that's just a fact. They are. I love the Fantastic Four.
Mm-hmm. Can I just say, I think the Fantastic Four, like 2004 movie, was actually okay.
Yeah, I thought it was okay too, but they fucked up Doom. They fucked up the Fantastic Four's like whole existence. Mm-hmm. But whatever.
And the Silver Surfer could have been really good. It could have been really good.
But Gas Cloud, Galactus.
Also, what's the Invisible Girl's name? Invisible Woman?
Sue Storm.
Yeah, Sue Storm. Apparently, all right, this is what I heard when watching like the Caravan of Garbage shit. You know the show.
Yeah.
Apparently, they told her to they told her to cry less, or they told her to act less realistic, or whatever. And I'm like, what? Why? Because her acting is horrible. Like, she gives those
Jessica Alba as Sue Storm is terrible.
Yeah, I think she looks the part, but I think she. I hate how they just make her undress at every opportunity. Mm-hmm. Like, there's the mandatory scene: strip the clothes, girl. Like, I'm just
the problem with all the Fantastic Four movies, including the Fan Four stick, as most people call it.
Fan Four stick.
I just call it. I just call it Fan Four piece of shit. Okay. But
oh
wow, all
God.
the way back here.
You know what we have to do now. So yeah, go on.
they don't capture Sue Storm as like her role in the Fantastic Four, and that's as the mother role.
Yeah.
She's more of a motherly type,
Yeah.
with Reed being the more focused, like, scientific mind who's trying to act as the leader.
Hmm.
They fucked up all their roles. I mean, I think the only one they kind of got right was Ben Grimm, the Thing.
Yeah, and
It's
that was dedication in the original,
oh yeah,
in like the
yeah, with the
2004 one.
prosthetics.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
put on like he probably hated it, but he was such a big fan. He put on like 40 pounds of fucking prosthetics, dude. Like,
yeah, latex. Yeah.
and nothing looks better than it. I'll still say that Thing suit holds up.
Oh, it's gonna be hard to top that when they do the new one. Like,
I don't think you
Marvel will pull
can.
it off.
Like, unless you do a full suit like that again, you can't top that, in my
Well,
opinion.
they've done the Hulk. Okay, they've done the Hulk. The Hulk is a character on that
But the
same
Hulk
spectrum.
isn't rock.
Well, they've done Korg. I mean, you haven't seen Ragnarok, but Korg is a Rocky character too.
He looks all right. Okay.
Yeah. But I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. I'm excited. I'm optimistic. I'm looking forward to it.
I do want a good Fantastic Four movie, because I really liked that original one. I really did. I used to I used to put that shit on repeat because I was like, I love a good origin story. I think an origin story, like, sure, they fucked up the origin story. It's not perfect, but I always like enjoy watching people fuck up, like, learning to use their powers.
Yeah.
I think that's very entertaining. That's why I love Spider-Man 1 so much, because I think it's like it's an all-learning experience. Just seeing him crash into the fucking billboard. He's like, Shazam! Fly! Go, Web, go!
Yeah.
And I love how he does, like, the rock and roll symbol, I don't know. I always found that super entertaining. I loved seeing... and I don't mind. I didn't mind the organic webs, because at the time I didn't know that organic webs weren't a thing.
I think we all did at one point, except for people that actually read Spider-Man before us.
Yeah, and
that were alive.
I didn't think it was that weird. Like, people acted like it's like the most outrageous thing, but like, if you had never seen Spider-Man before and you just saw that, you're like, oh yeah, Spider-Man. He's got powers. He can just do that, Like, I don't know what was so outrageous about it that people like marked that as an actual complaint, but
Yeah.
yeah. But like a good origin story, I love it. Fucking great.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's gonna be so. This is gonna be interesting because I've had ideas in my head how I want Fantastic Four and X-Men to be handled rather.
Do you think Doctor Doom should be in it?
Oh, absolutely, but I don't think he should be in the first fucking Fantastic Four movie. I think he needs build-up. I'm gonna go out and say he's the greatest Marvel villain ever created.
Ooh,
I will
he
argue
is
with that.
very powerful, and I think that's. I just saw
He's-
flood go across my vision. Yeah, go.
He is the greatest Marvel villain ever created. His backstory, his origin, just the reason why he does what he does.
Mhm.
It's because he's Doom, baby.
He's Doom, baby.
And I love him. I love him. I don't even see him as a villain. He's actually a good guy.
Yeah.
But he does the wrong things. But I think he needs
Back
build up.
again with Fantastic
Christopher
Four. Christopher Walken. Fantastic Four.
Christopher Walken thinks he needs Doom. Doom needs build up, you see.
He's just
You
a
can't-
character that needs a little bit more.
You can't just do Doom off the bat. You see, that's just not how it works.
Doom requires a little bit of slaying,
That's right. So yeah, I personally, what I would like to see, this is I've actually thought of screenplays of how they could do the Fantastic Four and the X-Men.
Yeah.
So personally, what I think they need to do for X-Men
Avengers
is
and the Fantastic Four and the X-Men in one movie.
Oh God.
It would be so crowded. But
I don't even know how they can do an Avengers anymore. Maybe they'll do a West Coast Avengers. I don't know. We'll see. It's not gonna be.
You'd need an Endgame
original.
level event to bring them all together. That's
yeah,
phase
I mean,
7. That's phase 7.
it'll probably be like Galactus or something, or even Doom for that
It's got to
matter.
be. It's got to be. Do you think can Doctor Doom even get that powerful?
Doom, he. If you ever get the chance, look up the God Slayer Doom arc.
Mhm.
He ripped Thanos' spine out of his body with his hands.
Jesus Christ! So Thanos comes back, is what you're saying?
Okay, there exists a reality or a multiverse where Thanos is still alive in the MCU.
Okay, but technically he was erased from this MCU. So
He was erased for now.
for
We'll
now,
see what happens.
well, the Infinity Stones are destroyed, right?
In this reality.
Oh, so you're
other
saying
realities.
so you're saying a multiverse will bring him back into the MCU universe?
I think Thanos.
Do you think they'll go
I'm-
crazy enough like that though, or is that more? I don't think that's meant for the casual audiences. Like it's something like that. I don't think they'd
Not
write something.
yet. Not yet, but I don't know. Obviously, Thanos is kind of like a moneymaker now.
Yeah.
Um,
Fortnite.
I know. I think he's supposed to cameo in the Eternals, but it's the Eternals is like it's like a prequel movie,
Yeah.
kind of. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't even really know much about the Eternals. I
Mhm.
just know that there's a character in there. That I'm interested to see how he ties into it.
Mhm.
His name is I don't remember his name.
So
but
what are the
his-
Eternals again? I forget.
They're basically like descendants of like these. Have you seen the Guardians of the Galaxy?
Yeah.
They're basically descendants of these things called the Centennials.
Mhm.
Um,
Oh yeah.
like-
Can I ask something? Do you think they're gonna do a movie with John Warlock?
oh, Adam Warlock. You mean?
Adam Warlock. Yeah. Sorry. Because they totally revealed him at the end of Guardians of the Galaxy 2, but they didn't do anything.
Well,
And he was supposed
he's
to be.
supposed-
He was supposed to
he's
come out
Gar-
during the fucking Avengers, Endgame shit and like Infinity War, right?
Yeah, but Captain Marvel kind of took that role, but
I just wonder what they're gonna do with him because he is a
He's a
very
Gar-
powerful character.
he's a Guardians 3 role.
Do you think he's
actually.
gonna be in As Guardians of the Galaxy?
No, he is.
He is.
He is.
He's confirmed?
There's
Okay.
no way he isn't. He is.
He's a Thor killer, isn't he? Like he could probably kill Thor
He's actually like a Thanos killer.
with Infinity Gauntlet or without Infinity Gauntlet.
Without.
Yeah.
He's pretty powerful. I don't know, cause
I mean,
like,
he could kill. He could. I mean, Thor technically did kill Thanos, so Thor is a Thanos killer. But
Yeah, he did.
So do you think Adam Warlock could go toe to toe with Thor? Like, if Thor has both his weapons on hand, blah blah.
Well,
blah,
it's
blah,
weird because from what I've heard, Guardians of the Galaxy 3 and
blah.
Love
You mean
and
as
Thunder,
Guardians of the Galaxy?
Yeah. So basically, what's gonna happen is like that's gonna be like a Thor movie.
It's a Thor and Guardians movie.
Right. But then also, Love and Thunder is gonna be like a Guardians of the Galaxy / Thor movie. It's gonna be a cosmic movie.
So, Love and Thunder, what's her name? Jane.
Jane Foster.
Yeah.
Jane
Doesn't she
Foster,
take
yeah.
the place of Thor, basically, in the kingdom?
So
or whatever?
what I'm thinking,
What's the lore behind her? Because I don't know it.
So we'll go into the comic thing. This is a recent thing. This was actually happening when Thor 3 came out. So basically, Jane Foster had cancer. She
Yeah.
had cancer, and the only way she could really cure her cancer was to have the power of Thor bestowed upon her. And at the time, Thor was banished, and he was
Right.
only known as Odinson.
But hold up, question here. Wasn't
Yeah.
Asgard destroyed?
In the MCU.
Yeah.
Not in the comics. So that's not going to be following that storyline because I don't even think Jane Foster's going to have cancer,
Yeah.
truth be told. Personally, I think that would be kind of a stupid plot point. That's just me. I think a majority of people would agree with me. I think what they're doing is they're trying to set up if Thor dies,
Yeah.
but I don't really think that.
I don't think they'll kill Thor. Thor's a moneymaker because, it's Chris Hemsworth, right?
Yeah, Chris Hemsworth. I don't think he really wants to leave the role either.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna, personally.
I know. So I don't know. I mean, I'm excited to see the movie because, like I said, I like Ragnarok a lot.
I just think it was too silly.
I know what you say. I know what you're saying. I get it.
Like,
I get it.
was that a common complaint that it was a little too silly?
No, it wasn't. A lot of people like that actually. But I can respect that because
You see
I
where I'm
respect
coming
other
from
people.
though, because
I
like
get it.
comic
You're
Thor is
saying-
not like that. And I understand why they had to change comic Thor because comic Thor does not work in a movie theater.
Right. I mean, we saw that with
Thor
first
1 and
movie
2.
when- Right. I like the first movie though. I think it was
The first movie was
but-
all right. All right. I mean, it
Second
wasn't
movie,
anything special, but it was a good movie. I can give it that.
Yeah, but basically, I think what they want to do. I mean, there's types of like, I would say he's not like a comedic character like they're going for, but like, there's aspects to his character that shine in Ragnarok,
Mm-hmm.
like his personality. I kind of think they kind of get right,
Mhm.
especially when he steps up, because at the end of the movie he basically embraces being a god.
Yeah.
Finally. And I think they nailed that, and I'm excited to see what Taika Waititi does with Love and Thunder because he even directed an episode of The Mandalorian. He's great.
He's a good director, but like I said, he's on the sillier side with the stuff he directs. That's my problem with it.
Oh yeah, I mean he did
Like,
Jojo Rabbit.
Jojo Rabbit was an interesting movie, but I thought it was an interesting kind of case study into the schizophrenia of that character, basically.
I haven't seen it, but I'd like to. But yeah, I get that.
It's kind of an interesting movie because it shows that as he learns of the bad things that Hitler is, his imaginary friend of Hitler becomes worse and worse in his head. And it's interesting in that way, and I think it's interesting because Taiki Wakiti. Blah, 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 blah.
with PT, yeah.
Yeah. I think it's funny because he's Jewish and he's acting as Hitler.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, I thought that was funny.
You saw through my acting camo. Now die.
Perish.
Yeah, but I'm like I said, trying to think what's like the next MCU movie. So technically it's
Isn't it
Black
that Kung
Widow.
Fu one? Oh wait, no, yeah, it is Black Widow. But what's that one with like the Kung Fu master?
Oh, Shang-Chi, I'm ecstatic. I cannot wait to see that.
I have no idea who that hero is. I have no.
He's a C tier, but he's gonna be A tier. Trust me.
Mhm. I just want good things, And is it bad? I didn't like Black Panther.
You
I
didn't
tr-
like Black Panther,
I
really?
I think
Let's
the
hear why.
story was.
Let's hear why,
I think the
please.
story was good.
Okay.
But it didn't really appeal to me. Like objectively, the story is good, and objectively, the fight scenes are cool. But subjectively, I don't really like Black Panther as a hero.
Okay.
I think he's more of like I don't want to say an anti-hero, but he's like I know he's heroic and I know he does a lot of heroic things, but I'm not a big fan of his whole pride shit or honor thing.
Wakanda
Yeah.
forever.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that.
Okay.
I don't
so
like the villain in that
basically-
movie personally, even though I think
Eric Killmonger.
even though I think he did a good job, I didn't really like it. Also, the
So
CGI was
basically,
really
you're
weird.
So basically, you're racist. No, I'm just
Sure,
kidding.
yeah, I'm racist. Yeah, there you go.
I'm
I
just
also thought the
kidding. No, I
CGI
get
was
it.
pretty bad in the later half of the movie. Like, that fight scene, and what is it? It takes place on this I don't want to say a roadway, but it's like a.
Oh, it's a railway. I know what
Yeah.
you're talking about. I know exactly.
The
yeah,
CGI in that scene looks horrible. I'm like, what? Was this rushed? You know what I'm talking about. Like, it looks
Oh,
unfinished.
I know exactly what you're talking about, and I agree. It's an interesting scene. I will say that, but yeah, I agree. I think what I hate, and this is my common complaint. So, you had Eric Killmonger, who had the establishment of being this pretty cool villain, pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
But then, what really sucks is he fell victim to the MCU villain syndrome towards the end, where he basically turned himself into a parallel dynamic of the protagonist. Where
Oh, are you talking about I call it Jeff Bridges syndrome.
yes, exactly. He's the complete. You're basically the complete opposite of our hero. I like Obadiah Stane though. I think he was a good Ironmonger. Works
But
as a
you
villain
know
because-
exactly what I mean.
No,
Jeff
I know
Bridges
exactly what
syndrome.
you're talking about. Yeah, like complete opposite of the hero. Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I still
Absolutely.
find like the most comedic moment in that fucking movie being when
He built this suit in a cave.
Tony Stark built this
Built
suit.
this in a cave with a box of scraps.
I did love that scene. I also loved when he's like, I've made a few adjustments of my own. Goes up like in the air at like 5 miles an hour.
Yeah, I know. Like, damn, that's pretty nice one, Obadiah.
You did real good. Real good.
Yeah, no. Yeah, so I think Eric Killmonger, he suffers from the
Jeff Bridges syndrome.
Jeff Bridges syndrome, definitely. He had the potential, and I think another problem is they killed off one of the more like central Black Panther villains, which is Ulysses Claw. Like they killed him off. That was pathetic.
Yeah.
Because he's actually a Fantastic Four villain too.
Mhm.
He actually debuted. as a
He'll come
Fantastic
back
Four
though.
villain.
He'll come back because the snapping brought him back. Oh yeah, what did they call the
pretty
event
su-
in Spider-Man again? Like after like
Oh, the blip.
oh, the blip, yeah. I found that scene like the scenes hilarious when people were blipping back into existence, like just the marching
Yeah.
band and shit coming back.
Yeah.
I thought that was funny, and I do wonder though, like say people were in airplanes at the time, all right, like
Damn,
what happened to
they're
those
just-
people?
They're just-
Like,
they're just they were yeeted.
because I think I mean not Thor, I think the Hulk would have fucking Bruce Banner would have counted for that. I like make everyone safe, maybe part of it. I don't know, but
Yeah.
everyone that was in the airplane landed on flat Earth again. I don't know.
You know what's fucked up? Not to get off the subject, but what's fucked up about Bruce Banner or the Hulk as a character now? He's never gonna be the same after that.
Mhm.
Like his whole character, he's fucked because from what I've read, like to the extent his arm is non-usable now. Oh shit, there's a terminal there. Fuck, I missed it. But yeah, his whole character's fucked now because of that whole snap. Like his arm is basically useless. Which is kind of interesting.
Hmm. I mean,
Yeah.
I doubt we were ever gonna get a solo Hulk movie. So
Well, we're getting She-Hulk now, which is interesting, but
okay, who is She-Hulk? Like I've heard of the character, but I've heard like not a lot of people like She-Hulk.
Recent memory, yeah. I
So
just-
what is the character's name like that plays the She-Hulk, and how do they become the She-Hulk?
Okay, well, it's his cousin. It's Bruce
Okay.
Banner's cousin.
So it's something about those Bruce Banner, genes that lets
No,
them.
so basically her characters, I think she had like a genetic disease, and the only way she could like survive was a blood transfusion from Bruce Banner because they were a match, obviously, for some reason.
Okay,
Even though
okay.
they're cousins. And basically, he donated some of her or his blood. to
And the
her.
blood ended up triggering
Well,
the
it's
transformation.
it's radioactive blood, so
Yeah.
that's what happened. I'm blanking on her name. I think it's Diana or something. I don't. Maybe Janet. It's a Mary Sue name.
Mhm. Oh, okay. Speaking of Mary Sue's and movies that were so overrated that it's not even funny.
Okay.
Wonder Woman.
Okay, I like that movie.
It's a
but
good
I wanna
movie.
hear-
Okay.
Yeah.
But you want to know what movies it's listed above on, what is it, the top movies of all time or whatever list or
Long
whatever?
time. Okay. Let's
It
hear
is listed above The Matrix, above The Lord of the Rings, above the original trilogy of Star Wars. It is listed above several other important key movies. Inception. It's listed above fucking Titanic, I think.
See, here's the thing.
I think it's a good movie, but that last act
Yeah.
of the movie, fucking trash.
Oh, with Ares.
Yeah, no, like,
Yeah.
because I understand, like, the whole personification of evil, whatever. I understand, like, it's cool that she was searching after it, but to actually find it, no, no, that's stupid. Like, they did that the ending so wrong, in my opinion. You know, it, and just like the fact that, and for being such like a feminist movie, you know what I mean. It didn't become feminist because she had to get with the guy, or else
Oh,
she was like
Steve
powerless.
Trevor.
Yeah, and they, you know what I mean? Like, it felt like it was like, and it's in people's top movies of all time, and I'm like, it was just a solid DC movie, nothing more, nothing less. In my
Okay, I here's my thing. I like that movie a lot. It's probably one of my favorite DC movies besides like Man of Steel.
It's
which
probably
is
the
another
best.
Hot take.
It's probably the best DC movie, to be honest.
Yeah.
But like, I don't think it's a great movie. I think it's a very solid superhero movie.
Mhm.
I don't think it lands in that realm of being legendary, you know?
Oh yeah, no, I get it totally. Oh
I
shit.
don't know.
Mjolnir Mark V. Let me unlock that real quick.
Oh, yeah, let me cancel
Fuck.
this.
Oh.
Oh,
it's
baby.
Digadon. It's Digadon. Alright, hold on, let me see if I got it.
It's Doug Dimma Dun Dun.
Alright. Oh fuck, I had the EVA. Oh, that's kind of sexy. I don't know.
Yeah,
Click
because
that.
like,
Alright, we're good.
yeah, I just think it was so, like, because I watched it and I was like, this is a solid movie. They have a lot of solid points. There's some good, like good feminism in it. Because
I didn't even look at it from that angle.
Yeah,
I just looked
I
at
didn't
it
either.
from.
But I think like
know.
it showed a good, strong female with that didn't, for until the final half, that showed that she didn't need to rely on a guy. But I feel like that final part where he dies and he has to sacrifice himself and do all this shit, I'm just like, you've totally fucked up the ending,
Well, I don't think he's dead now. Because in the sequel, he's coming back.
How the
Trevor.
fuck though? Didn't he blow up in a plane?
So basically, yeah. So basically, what's happening is there's. So here we go back into the comic book knowledge and comic book, just comic book craziness. So basically, there's this guy. It's kind of hard to compare him. It's kind of hard to compare him to someone, but his name is Maxwell Lord. He's like a very, very smart, just like kind of powerful, like DC villain. It's kind of hard to explain what he is. He's just a smart guy. Think of like
Lex Luthor?
Yeah, I was gonna say, think of Lex Luthor, just not Jesse Eisenberg.
I like that. I don't think Jesse Eisenberg was a good pick for that role at all. Even bald.
Yeah, fucking Zack Snyder. Remember, mastermind here.
The Snyder cut. Oh, it's gonna be so good. Oh,
not gonna make a difference.
It's really not. Like, I don't think it's gonna make it nearly as big of a difference as people think.
Yeah,
I'm happy that it's being released, but I mean,
right. Take this from someone who's a comic buff. I love comics. I love everything they stand for.
I don't think everything
films.
Zack Snyder has done has been great to the fucking DC universe. Is what I'm saying.
No, the only movie I think that he succeeded in like making pretty good is Man of Steel.
But even then, I feel like he kind of fucked up Superman's character.
Yeah, he did.
And his origin story a little bit with his dad and shit. I felt like it was so stupid that his dad died the way he did. And I felt like it was.
They just try to make Jor-El look less retarded and like epic, you know?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like there was some stupid choices there.
Yeah, but God, what was I saying? Yeah, so Maxwell Lord, basically like a Lex Luthor, but
better.
Yeah, but better. Hopefully better handled.
Yeah.
It was also played by Pedro Pascal, who plays the Mandalorian. Basically, what I think he's gonna do is he's gonna like channel into Diana's like innermost wants and desires, and she wants Steve Trevor back.
Mm-hmm.
So he's basically gonna bring her back, and what's weird is it's gonna be kind of like a Spider-Man 3 situation where there's gonna be like a couple of major villains.
Okay.
So you're gonna have Cheetah, who's
Do
actually
you think that
one
can
of
work though? Because we already know, unless you have a movie that's like 2.5+ hours long, fitting multiple villains is very hard.
Well, I'm kind of just curious because supposedly the main villain of the movie that's being touted besides Maxwell Lord is Cheetah, who's
Who's Cheetah again? I feel like I've heard that, but
she's like it's just a woman dressed up in a cheetah suit, but
like Catwoman.
now basically in the 40s it was Catwoman, but in this movie they're making her like a genetic mutation, like an actual cheetah woman. So I don't know. It's directed by the same person, Patty Jenkins. I mean, I have faith that it's gonna be decent, but you know, it got delayed. Every movie
Every good movie's got. Okay, I have a question. Did you remember hearing about that one movie by that had what was his name? Fast and Furious main actor.
Vin
Dom.
Diesel?
Yeah, Vin Diesel. What was that superhero movie with Vin Diesel?
Oh yikes! Bloodshot.
Yeah,
that movie was
that
terrible from the beginning.
I heard it was actually okay, but the big problem was, I heard it was fine, but the big problem that I heard was it released literally like days before quarantine.
Yeah.
And like it had to be moved to streaming services to make any money.
The last movie I saw in theaters was Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah.
That was a decent movie. I mean,
Yeah.
for a video game movie, I thought it was alright.
Yeah.
But yeah.
A lot of people would agree that it was a good movie. So.
Yeah, it was.
I still haven't watched it yet. But like the thing is, I feel like people go into it like not expecting a kids movie for some fucking reason. Oh my fucking.
Oh, it's 110% a kids movie.
Did we just go backwards? I think we went backwards.
Is this the best mission for time trials?
It says part-time is 15 minutes in and out.
Alright, well, we will see in and out. But yeah, I to be honest, I just don't really care for the character of Bloodshot, and Vin Diesel, I just don't really like him as an
Is
actor.
Bloodshot a Marvel character or a DC character? Or is it none?
No, he's a Image character, which is basically
What is
Todd
Image?
McFarlane's. So basically, in the 90s, after Todd McFarlane was done working, do you know who Todd McFarlane is?
No.
Okay, so he's the creator of Spawn.
Oh, okay.
He was revolutionary in actually like making Spider-Man cool for 90s audiences.
Yeah.
Chances are, if you've seen any of the Spider-Man artwork, it's from Todd McFarlane or
Okay.
Jack Kirby or Steve Ditko. It doesn't matter. But basically, he started this company for independent developers in the 90s, like Jim Lee, Rob Liefeld. They were just a bunch of young guys, and that were looking to work on comics and own their own properties. So
Yeah.
basically, Bloodshot was he was a character in that era where it was like an independent property.
Mm-hmm.
He was basically, all his Bloodshot is, he's just a super soldier. That's all he is.
So kind of a boring superhero in a little bit.
Extremely boring.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this level. Okay, man, I really need to get some water. Get thirsty here. But yeah, so Bloodshot, independent Image Comics character, along with Spawn and there's a couple other ones, but Spawn's obviously the most notable. Let's get that Jamie Foxx movie. But yeah, that's who Bloodshot is. Kind of
Okay.
dumb. And
Do you think Bloodshot could be bought by Marvel or anything like that?
No, I think Image Comics is basically it's just a de facto version of Marvel, because most of the people that worked at Image, they actually worked at Marvel at one point, and
They just weren't happy?
believe it or not, yeah, Marvel in the 90s was a fucking shit show.
I've heard.
Yeah, it was an absolute shit show. It was such a shit show that a toy company owned Marvel Comics. I can't make that up. They actually did. Look it up. Toy Biz. They owned Marvel and all of its properties. It was bad.
It's good marketing, though. I mean, not good marketing. It's good business. I mean, you could just sell all the action figures.
Well, that's what they did. They basically made these comic TV shows. Like they made Spider-Man, they made the X-Men. They sold action figures. That's how they made their money. Comics was at an all-time low in the 90s. Nobody bought comics. So yeah, that's basically what happened with Marvel. And then this one retard named Avi Arad, who's like,
I've heard he fucked up Spider-Man a lot.
Oh yeah, he did. The Amazing Spider-Man movies, those were his visions. So
horrible.
Yeah. Yeah, those were his visions. So
cool. Peter Parker's cool.
Yeah.
You like cool Peter Parker? You like skateboarding Peter Parker?
See, I actually liked the first one, but then
first
the
one was
second one,
fine, but second one,
second
oh
one,
god damn. What happened? Here, get safe real quick.
Jesus, where'd this guy come from?
Behind the door.
Alright, we got him. Good.
Here, don't go in the mess hall real quick. Just get safe.
Trying. But yeah, Avi Arad, he was basically at first he was like an entertainment like provider, but then he turned into like a toy manufacturer, and then now he's like a executive producer at Sony. And he's fucking retarded. That's all I'm gonna say.
Did he have any input on the Venom movie?
Yes, he did. He did.
So he's probably all that was wrong with that movie.
If you have a Sony property, Spider-Man related, Avi Arad sticks his dirty, grubby, fucking disgusting hands on it.
What about the fucking Spider-Man video game?
No, he had nothing to do with that. That was all like Insomniac.
That's good. Just wait until the sequel, though.
Executive producer Avi Arad.
No.
I mean, the sad thing is he was actually an executive producer on the Raimi films too.
Really?
Yeah, but now he's just senile.
Do you think he's what fucked up the third film?
Yeah, actually he is, because he's the one that wanted Venom in that fucking movie. He told Sam Raimi. Sam Raimi had no fucking clue who Venom was. He's like, listen here, Sam, I want you to put
Sam baby, Sam baby, I want you to put.
I want you to put Venom in this movie, Sam. Please.
Who the fuck is Venom?
And Sam's like, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know anything about this character. I don't think it's gonna work.
It'll work, baby. Get those dollaroonies.
Venom sells comics, TV, toys, baby. This is what you'll want.
Christopher Walken here. Is what you want. Yeah. Christopher Walken is Venom.
That movie was a fucking shit show. Well, I still think it's a decent. It's watchable.
It's a fine Spider-Man movie, but it's not the best.
Yeah, but that movie was a fuck up because of Avi Arad. Anything that is a fuck up in Spider-Man's universe, Avi Arad. So if there ever comes a Spider-Man property that sucks complete dick and balls, you know who to blame. And I think he's working on somebody like a Black Cat movie, which I think is a terrible idea.
Black Cat. Why do we need a Black Cat movie?
Something to compete with like Wonder Woman and like Captain Marvel, I guess.
No, Black Cat is not an interesting. She's an anti-hero.
She is an anti-hero, and they're also going for Silver Sable, who was in the video game.
A movie dedicated on Silver Sable?
Yeah, it was.
No.
It was originally touted as like a. Let me think of it. It was it was almost like a Birds of Prey. That movie.
Can I just say I don't want?
No, I do not want to see that movie at all.
But you damn well know you're gonna.
I'm gonna have to.
Because you have to know what happens, because it's gonna be in the MCU. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, yeah, because I know Morbius, which is that other movie coming out with Jared Leto. That's MCU because Michael
God.
Keaton's in it.
Jared Leto. Oh God, I can't.
I don't like him, but the movie looks okay from what I've seen.
I don't like Jared Leto at all.
No, I still like that story of when he found out about COVID. Did you hear about that story?
Oh, and he was like, "What happened?" He was
Man,
like on an island with his cult.
He was in a fucking desert meditating. He's like, oh yeah, heard about this. Like, what a fucking weirdo. But yeah,
He has a cult. You know that? Like, he has a fucking cult dedicated to him. I just find that
Like-
funny. And like the fact that he has like, yeah, no, he does. He does. Like he has like a private island with a bunch of people who follow him and shit. It's
bro, is
hilarious.
this the Epstein Island?
I just think it's so interesting. Because he's got like Jesus hair, you know?
Yeah. Also tried to play the Joker, but we're not gonna talk about that.
Oh, that is a movie for sure. Why can't I pick up any ammo for my fucking shotgun?
I know. I don't know what's going on. This mission is not going well for time trial.
Like, there are so many shotguns on the ground in this room, but I cannot pick up any.
Do you have a skull enabled?
No, not. Hold up, let me check. Skulls. Enemies fire their weapons.
Here, let me go
Auto
grab
aim
a water.
features are disabled.
Oh, let me get this
Weapons
Guardian.
dropped by AA have half the ammo.
That,
No,
that
like-
might be what it is.
So you're saying all those shotguns on the ground have no fucking ammo? I call bullshit, dog.
I don't know. Hold on. Let me go grab a water before I
Yeah.
die.
Damaged when it crashed. Head to the cryo chamber. You should be able to get to the engine room through there.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with those shotguns. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you just fine.
Okay. I'm now completely engulfed in the darkness of my room, surrounded
yeah.
only by the RGB on my keyboard and my computer.
That's the spirit.
PC gaming.
By the way, what kind of mouse and keyboard did you invest in?
I got have you ever heard of the brand Rocat or Rocat or whatever it is? It's ROC Cat.
Never.
Okay, well, I mean,
Never.
LEA sponsored them. LEA sponsored them, so I don't know.
have never heard of that brand in my life.
It's actually a very good gaming keyboard because originally I was gonna get another. Because back in the day I had Razer, but I was just like,
Razer's
I don't really
fine,
wanna-
but they're a little overpriced. I'm gonna be real.
right. I didn't want to spend that much, so I think I paid like it was under $100 for the keyboard and the mouse, but it's really good quality
Yeah.
keyboard gaming.
I got
mouse.
You've probably heard of this brand before. I think it's an offshoot of MSI. It's called Red Dragon.
Yeah, I've heard of Red Dragon.
Yeah, Red Dragon's got very good, decent budget approvals. I used to have a Razer Chroma keyboard, which was membrane switches, but I got this Red Dragon, $40 for full mechanical blue cherry switches.
Yeah, mine has cherry switches on them too.
I love the fucking click clack, dude. It's so satisfying when you feel
Yeah,
them
it feels
activate.
good.
But yeah, $40 for a full mechanical keyboard, you know, with numpad, is very good in my opinion.
Yeah. I see what I didn't like about my Razer Chroma because I had the same one, or no, it was a
Yeah.
Black Widow.
Yeah.
It was just too fucking big.
They do, like, the keycaps on those do feel pretty big, and they feel a little rounded too. They're not concave like you'd expect.
And I think another problem with mine in particular, I didn't really invest in like, or I should say invested, but I didn't really look into like mouse acceleration and just like sensitivity. See,
I
for
do have a
games-
Razer mouse. I have their Death Adder mouse. That's a good mouse,
Yeah,
but it's a little big. If I had to pick again, I'd get their mini version, which is a little bit smaller.
Yeah.
But I've gotten used to it, to be honest.
Yeah, so basically, I just didn't like it. When I had the mouse, it didn't feel everything felt delayed because it was a wireless mouse.
Oh,
so
you got a wireless mouse. Oh, I'm so sorry.
I don't anymore.
Yeah.
It's a wired,
Yeah, wired.
but
Like there are people who swear by the Logitech what is it, G502 or whatever. Like that's like the newest, fastest fucking wireless mouse. People love it. Whatever. People swear by it, and I'm like, yeah, but you will really never beat that wire. To be honest, there will always technically be a delay.
yeah, always. And
Even if it's near
that's-
imperceivable with the Bluetooth one, it's still. I still wouldn't give up my wired one because I don't find it troublesome to have a wire. I know some people do, but
yeah, it's not like I'm like begging for space. It's fine,
yeah. I have a desk for a reason. Like it's not,
Yeah.
sure if I was on an airplane, maybe, but
hmm But yeah, I like this mouse. I like this keyboard. It's very responsive. It's smaller. Doesn't command too much desk space. Of course, now the only thing that takes up the desk space is the freaking monitor, but not gonna
you have
complain.
ultra wide, don't you? Yeah.
Curved.
Yeah, curved ultra wide. How are the viewing angles on that, by the way? I've heard curved ultra wides are great.
Oh my god, like I swear I could be like anywhere. And not to mention it's adjustable. Like
Yeah.
the whole like stand, it just moves anywhere I want.
What brand
It's
is the
perfect.
monitor, by the way?
It's Dell.
Okay, yeah. I mean, Dell make all right monitors.
Yeah, I got the computer and the monitor from Dell directly because I was provided the credit.
Mhm.
But yeah, I'm happy with my purchase. I love my computer.
Yeah.
I don't have any problems with it. It's
That's good.
excellent. And I'm just happy to be back on the PC gaming scene.
Are you spawned in yet?
No, I'm still dead. Oh jeez.
What the
There's
fuck?
blood.
Where are these people coming from?
Yeah, that's some blood.
What the fuck? Bullshit, dog.
Ah. Jeez. Oh, I was gonna ask you. So, you were talking about the D&D thing. It was
Yeah.
yesterday, cause yeah. okay,
Technically
so,
yesterday, yeah.
So let me just get this straightened out. So is this main shot or is this a one shot?
So it really depends on, the amount of people I can get on. If I can get like everyone, but like maybe one person, I'll do the main campaign. I'm ready to do the main campaign. If
Okay.
not, I can do a mini campaign. I have like a whole mini campaign kind of worked out. Because it's just a bunch of side ideas that wouldn't have really fit in the regular campaign. Or, this is, not a big or, but I've got a couple of modules for like little one-shots from a YouTuber that are pretty professionally made, and I trust him. He makes a lot of homebrew stuff that's pretty good. He was the one
Okay.
who made Thanos statted in fucking D&D.
Oh, that's awesome.
So I trust in
Okay.
his ability to make stuff. He has a weekly magazine that he even released, a monthly magazine with like an adventure in each one, which I think is cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. I probably would like to do it. Fuck, I don't want to touch the terminal. Get me out of here. Thing is if it's main, if it's the main campaign, I obviously have Mephisto. But if it's a one shot, I don't have any characters prepped, obviously. But,
Yeah, and I mean nobody does.
yeah.
So I mean I'd probably create the characters with y'all. It's fine.
Okay. But I think honestly we'll just have to see like
The
what
thing
happens.
is, I sometimes get annoyed when nobody responds, like except like
Yeah.
Christian and Liam. Like I'm happy that you're coming to me later, but I'm just I'm just saying. When I say,
Yeah.
"Oh, I'm gonna look back at this chat in about 2 hours," I expect more than 2 responses, and then I see Cameron like 3 hours later. No free time. I'm not free at all. Blah blah blah. I'm like, okay, that's fine, but still.
Yeah, I mean, mainly it comes down to time for me because I don't get the chance to check Messenger, but
Yeah.
here we are now. But like I said, I'd like to partake in it. I most likely will try.
Yeah.
Just see what happens,
And that's why I asked, just give some general times. Give the time you're most free. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of weird because like my schedule basically works. I just whatever happens, it happens the day of,
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be free. I mean, not tomorrow, but
Of
or
course.
today rather.
Yeah, and I don't expect people to be ready to, today or, whatever.
Yeah. But any recommendations for applications I should use for this whole D&D, like on my computer? Because I know we had talked about that. So we're obviously using Roll20. I get that. That's fine.
Roll20 is the app we use for online. But the only one that I can really suggest, like I can send you the PDF for like the player's manual if you want, and then you can read through some of that, But I think you can download Android apps on computer now. I think they made that a thing. So if you can, maybe download the character sheet creator on there.
Okay.
That might be a thing.
Might be a Windows version of it. We'll see.
Yeah, I'm not sure completely, but if there is, then that is such a good app, to be honest, for creating characters. It's like not even funny. So
I used to have character creator, but then like I think I ported Mephisto over, but none of the like cantrips or any of the like abilities were on there, so I had to manually do it.
yeah,
I still might have to.
I think you
remember.
had it in your spell sheet app though, because there was a spell sheet app too that I had.
Right. That's right.
So I think that's, and then like I suggested that you could have put in the spells into the character sheet app, but it wouldn't, like, you wouldn't be able to look at what they do or anything in there. So you probably just never put it in.
I think I put some in, but not enough. Just maybe within the next couple days, if we're doing main story, just
Or I
try
could
to
let you
find that
pick.
spot.
I could let you pick, new ones again with if I send you a PDF for the player's manual.
Yeah, we could figure it out. Like I said,
I really want to
Maybe-
get back into the main campaign, but it's hard because I really want Cameron to be there because because I have a fun
Cameron,
time.
I could understand. I don't think Dylan's ever gonna do it, if I'm being honest.
He's he was there for the one shot, and he has fun while he's playing, but he's very unreliable on like whether he comes to stuff. So that's the biggest problem there. If we do the main campaign.
It's like now I don't have an excuse. I can. It's just time.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, and then I think Christian's always a great addition. So is Liam, because Liam bought the books and he's read a lot of it, and he gets it. He likes creating characters. He likes the actual role playing aspect of it. I will say during the last 2 sessions I played with him, he was getting a little metagaming, but I feel like he's definitely realized where he went wrong there. So
Good.
yeah, that's growth.
How is this harder than the legendary? Like, I thought we got through this on legendary pretty easily.
Yeah. It's because Flood kills so fast. That's the problem. Flood aren't that good of an enemy, to be honest.
Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Run.
Just run through it.
Oh my lord. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay.
You know what I think? You know what I think we need to do. I think you know what time it is.
What time is it?
It's time.
Oh God, no.
Oh.
Oh
yes.
God. What? What have you done?
But we're only gonna go on heroic, so don't worry. I say only, but
Have we done this mission yet?
no, this is
Which
the one
one?
after the.
Oh,
This
this
is
is
Metropolis, so
Scarab
it
fight?
starts. Yeah.
Okay.
Which, looking back, isn't as good as I remember it being.
Pretty scripted.
Yeah.
Wait, is
It's-
it? Holy shit, is it August? Let me see if the thing. It
It's
is
August,
August
yeah.
1st.
So yeah, you can start downloading Destiny 2 after we get off.
Probably gonna
Uh,
download it tomorrow because it's gonna take a long time. Oh yeah. Look
I
at
mean, you
that.
could download it, starting now and then. I mean,
Give
you
it a
have faster
second.
internet than me, so you could probably download it within a couple
It
hours.
takes a little bit longer because external SS or hard drive, but
Oh
you
yeah.
get the-
Does it really? Okay, that's weird.
yeah, I don't know why it takes longer on this. But let me get this going here.
I'm just seeing what skulls I should turn on for that
Two
multiplier.
oh, only 2 hours? Oh, it's because everybody's fucking off. They're in bed. Alright, Destiny 2 files for. Hopefully this doesn't fucking kill anything. See, this is where I really wish I had 2 monitors, but I would not have the space.
Yeah. I mean, there's something to be said for having an ultra wide and having the desk space if you're working on like timelines and shit. That's what it's better for there. But for say if you're doing like gaming and stuff, I'm not a big fan of ultra wide gaming. I'm more of a fan of you have one main monitor and maybe 2 side monitors or something like that. And then you can have like statistics or like say a game app, stuff, showing. Oh my god, game volume. Holy shit.
I know, what the fuck is this?
Halo 2, what
It
the
flew
fuck?
right through us. 50 cal rockets didn't do a thing.
Oh my god, Blur, stop. Jesus Christ, Halo 2.
Yikes.
What was that?
Black screen? Here we are.
There we
Ooh. Ooh.
Ooh,
Ah.
that's
ooh.
spicy. Ooh.
Okay.
They're gonna
That
make
is what I like to call Christopher Walken royalty.
me... I have to change my fucking controls again. Fire secondary. Okay, mouse 2. Zoom in. Mouse 3.
Christopher Walken wants to give you an Xbox One controller,
Yes.
but he can't.
I really want one of those Design Lab controllers, to be honest.
I'd recommend you get one just because they have this like really nice grip, rubberized grip
Yeah.
at the back, and it feels really nice, and
Mhm.
it doesn't sweat up your hands.
Yeah.
Which isn't really a problem with the Xbox One controller for me personally, but
Yeah.
people get sweaty.
Yeah, definitely.
Lagging a little bit here, but nothing Christopher Walken can't handle.
So it's gonna make me set that to a key. All right, I'll set that. I have to like.
Maybe
I
tomorrow
have to,
we can
I have to
play Destiny
rebind
2.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. Give us something else to play.
Yeah.
Something else Bungie related.
Yeah. Oh, are you already down the fucking bridge? Shit, dog. Well, now my fucking
Yeah.
volume's fine. What the fuck?
It's just the cutscene.
Weird as hell.
What's the part time for this mission? I wasn't paying attention.
It was like 15.
Oh, 15 minutes an hour. Okay.
I always struggle on this mission though at the one part when you're supposed to actually jump onto the fucking scarab, because sometimes I'll just die once I land on it. Sometimes the elites that come out will fucking murder my ass. So
Yeah. This is kind of a yikes moment because I think my Scorpion's about to boom boom. Miss a lag.
Well, you could get out of that and get in this perfectly fine warthog.
Sounds like a plan. Well, I don't know if it's perfectly fine now, but we'll find out.
It's Christopher Walken fine.
Because Christopher Walken doesn't really like warthogs unless they got a gauze turret on them, but today I'll make an exception. God, fucking graphics so good.
Yeah, they do
Mwah.
look great. Isn't there supposed to be like a wraith right here?
Blew it up.
It went boom boom.
Yes, I blew it up. Took me a... Oh, wow, that phantom, it just
That's quite a
completely
welcome
clipped through
party.
that building.
I saw that. There's supposed to be a
That-
fucking wraith here too, isn't there?
I don't remember first I'm getting shot. Oh, that's a banshee.
Wait, a
Wait,
banshee?
this is not a perfectly good warthog anymore.
God
And the-
damn.
The banshee. There's a perfectly good warthog right there.
Yo, bitch. I see you have that shotgun.
Come on, Chief, give me a break.
I may or may not have ruined our warthog by shooting the other one.
Oh my
You know,
god.
you could have.
Give me your shit.
That's no way to treat a lady.
Fuck treating a lady good. Sexism.
Very sexist. I did not want to do that. Give me a second. A little bit of lag here. Nothing
Vroom,
big
vroom.
there. Oh, we are fucking dead.
We are alive.
Now that was a damn the name moment.
Do you know how much this gear costs, son? Tell that to the Covenant.
I need to get out of there.
Nah, I love that. I love that fucking that corporal or whatever who like arms you in the first mission. He's like, "Do you know how much this gear costs, son?" Tell that to the Covenant. Waiting to respawn. Wait, so is it only on legendary difficulty that you don't respawn?
Bruh, are you kidding me?
Are you fucking kidding me, dog?
You're kidding me. I'm speechless.
Because if so, that's actually bullshit.
Well, you just died.
Yeah, I just died and respawned on you, so it's like, are they fucking serious? Do they really do that just for fucking?
Lagging immensely, but I'll do it.
Like that's
That-
actually
that-
bullshit.
I just died. I just died. Let's see.
Well, no, I died too, so don't worry.
Oh, okay. I was like,
But,
damn.
like, that's
okay,
actu-
maybe that was a glitch.
But I'm like, no, but I saw the waiting to respawn text. Like, that's actually bullshit.
I mean, I
I'm
know why
actually
they
mad.
say it's the hardest legendary, but damn.
Like,
they
I'm
really
actually
fucked with
mad. I'm actually mad. Because like that's the only reason why we can't really beat it. Oh my god.
But it exists.
Mm-hmm.
Unbelievable.
It's making me so mad.
After this mission, I will be departing, but
I understand.
tomorrow we can reunite on Destiny 2.
Hell yeah.
Or today, rather.
Definitely. I have nothing
Yep.
going on, so
It's definitely a thing.
Monday's gonna
So,
be jam packed for me though, so that's fun.
Are you moving back to campus?
Don't know yet.
So they haven't told you?
Well, okay. So right now the plan is to move back to campus in later in August. But to be honest, with so many schools going, because there's now studies of the few schools that started up and then like cases blew up,
Oh yeah, well definitely. I don't know what the fuck they were expecting.
Yeah. So there's data now to suggest that it's not safe at all. But I still don't know what they're going to do. I do like still that my school is taking more precautions than other stuff. But my school is a Wisconsin school. And since Wisconsin is
they just
yeah, I know the governor just put in masks.
Yeah.
So
I'm like, what the fuck?
Like, we were going to be required to wear masks on campus anyways. But I feel it's very interesting. And I do wonder what they're going to do.
Yeah. I mean, most of the schools out here are doing all online the first semester,
Yeah, and I'm surprised my school isn't doing that. Or wasn't. I don't know if they will, but...
Well, MCC I don't think is either. I think they're still doing integrated. I mean, I wouldn't know, because I'm doing all online anyways.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like it's kind of a mistake on MCC's part. But...
No, I agree. It's terrible. A little bit of lag. Good. No, this whole COVID thing, I'm telling you right now, like, it's gonna, I mean, it's already spiking, but it's gonna spike even more.
You know my battle rifle there. My ammo.
Oh, okay. Thank you. There we go, 75 rounds. It sucks because, well, that sucks, but it's just so aggravating because the amount of ignorance that exists within our society in regard to this whole COVID thing is just, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, it really is. Like, people don't understand basic fucking germs at this point, it feels like.
Well, it's funny because this year, I mean, this is always how I've been. Hand washing is like, it's recommended now, like, bruh.
It's always been recommended. Like, it's always been, like, what? Have you not been washing your hands after you do shit?
Yeah,
like,
I know. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, ew, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Like, how filthy are people? That's my real question. Like, do people not, like, wash their hands in public places?
Filthy.
Fucking filthy.
I mean, every time I'm done eating a meal at my own house, I'll even wash my hands. It's just, it's standard practice.
And because I get acne, so the thing is, like, I always wash my hands, my face, just to make sure I don't, like, rub my face and get, like, oil on it for some fucking reason. Because the sanitary,
Absolutely.
It's aggravating that people, like, are just, like, hand washing is now, like, it's a new thing. Like, what, bitch? Like, what happens after you go to the bathroom? Did you not wash your hands after the bathroom? Disgusting.
Fucking society, man. It's pretty gross. By the way, we got a Goss Hog.
Yep.
Kind of bad because this Marine's driving and he doesn't know what he's doing, but in the right hands.
Am I the right hands?
You are.
I love the Goss Hog in this game. It, like, fires so fucking fast, dude.
I know. Epic.
Isn't there a Rocket Hog in this game, too? Like,
I
in the
know there's a
multiplayer?
Rocket Hog. I'm pretty sure there is in this game.
But, like, it's only in, like, that one city map in Halo 2, the multiplayer, right?
There are a number of Marines trapped in that building.
Okay, make sure you take care of those fucking
They're
raids.
the biggest threat.
I will try my darndest.
Oh, so one time I turned on the anti-cheat. I turned off the anti-cheat, I mean. I put on one of the cheat engines for this game. I turned on all the skulls. And I fucking went on legendary difficulty. And I tried to kill the Prophet in that one mission. It actually took an hour to kill the Prophet.
Jesus Christ.
No joke. Like, I had energy sword. I was fucking like slashing him. I had, you know, fuel rod cannon. Fucking fun fact about the fuel rod cannon is if in all like grenades and stuff, if you have like that massive explosions is increased or whatever, you fucking fly. So I would actually use grenades to launch myself across the map sometimes.
Jesus.
It
You
was-
rocket jumping.
I was rocket jumping for sure. You are not hitting this right now.
I know it's the lag. On my screen I'm. Man. Bro, how many shots?
You're not hitting it. That's the problem.
Oh my god.
Did you start downloading something
Yeah, Destiny 2.
while we're playing? Okay.
Yeah. Alright, hold on.
Just pause
Do
the
this the
download on
old-fashioned
Steam
way.
real quick.
Jesus Christ, dude. I'm literally about to die. Alright, hold on.
That's interesting. I never knew this was over here.
Okay, it's already at 26%. It's not too bad. 39 minutes.
Yeah, just hit pause on the Steam thing real quick.
Yeah, I paused it. Alright, let's see.
I love that there's lock on for this fucking Halo 2 rocket launcher.
Yeah, it definitely helped. Yeah, rocket launcher's badass.
Oh, Halo 5 rocket launcher.
We don't talk about that.
It just
Kinda
doesn't.
bored. It's-
Didn't they add in the classic rocket launcher though in like multiplayer?
Yeah, they had the Spunker.
The spunker,
Yeah.
the spanker.
Yep.
That was a good addition. It needed to be in the game from the start, though, in my opinion.
They added the OG Halo 1 Magnum.
Like, as overpowered as it was,
Hell yeah!
I like that. I mean, of course, I hate that you have to get it through a rec pack. I wish it was just given, but I like that.
Yeah, I like it a lot, except for that. But there was like a playlist not too long ago. I remember playing. I actually had fun on it, which is kind of crazy because Halo 5.
Oh, was it
but,
Fiesta?
It was like a Fiesta, but like you could play. It was like all classic weapons and classic styled maps.
Mhm.
So you had the Halo 1 Magnum. There was no. I don't think that
We'll need
there was
your
the
help in
Spunker,
moving that
the
scarab.
Spanker,
Mhm.
and then you had the Sniper.
I'm humping this fucking tank. Look at this. I'm just like fucking beating into it. They opened the door so we could go forward. How many hits from the chief does it take to get to the center? Well, they never know.
Center Rotosi Pop.
Yeah,
Alright, you-
just go on ahead.
You do you.
Who's in charge now, Corporal?
I'm dealing with this. No, don't do that, please. Don't worry, I got this. Don't worry.
Hey, a terminal.
Oh, there's a terminal in there?
Yeah. Oh wow. Report compiled by Lieutenant Commander Jameson Locke. Wonder if he's gonna be important in the game.
I don't think I've ever gotten
Hmm.
this terminal.
Pretty sure I've gotten it because I didn't get an achievement. Okay.
Alright, let's keep going.
Never knew what hit him.
Is this easy mode?
I didn't think they'd send a Spartan.
Hey, is that a Scorpion?
Bye-bye, Scorpion. What happened to the Wraith that was down there, huh? Wait, you just went straight up down there?
Well, shit.
Here, go take him out. Go take out the fucking. Go take it out. I believe in you.
Eh. 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 Damn. I couldn't do anything, Chief. Did you get that terminal?
Yeah, I activated it. I don't think I got an achievement for it though. True that.
Tell him I'm my
Is there a rocket launcher over here? And
Oh, that
good music.
guitar riff. Martin O'Donnell, the legend. Oh, are you on it right now?
I
Oh.
spawned back in over the edge.
Alright, now watch us drive. Ah! Oh!
What happened to my rocket launcher? Wow.
Careful.
Ah!
With an ultra, and those pilots are no pushovers either.
No shit. Yeah, rocket launcher is probably recommended for this portion.
A little bit.
Okay. God, these. I just want to say that these iron sights for this shotgun, like, they actually look like good iron sights.
Mhm.
I kind of want to use them. The way they glow, the way they look, oh, so sexy.
How much would it be to get a replica Halo shotgun?
Oh man, like an actual firing model.
Yeah, of this Halo 2 shotgun.
Ah,
Or the Halo
geez,
1
th-
one. I mean,
Honestly, this kind of looks like a Remington, so I don't know. Like, probably wouldn't
probably
be
like
too
600,
expensive.
maybe 1,000,
I'm guessing 1,200 max.
1,200 man. I mean, if you want it like UNSC engraved or whatever, then probably.
I mean, it obviously exists.
Yeah, somewhere. Can I just say, though, 343, great sound design.
Hug.
They know how to do game design. I mean, sound design.
Hug. That's all I gotta say. Hug. I'm gonna be miffed if they just use that Pug's like actual like voice for like. You remember that the game mode in Halo 4? It was just infected, but you played as a flood.
Yeah.
I think it was called Flood. I'm gonna be miffed if they just use that, like that sound effect for that only.
A
It's
pug
like a
is a
game mode, I'd
great
be like-
demonic fucking thing, so.
Yeah. Alright, we're back in this. We're gonna gang this
Christopher
bitch.
Walken, back in the game.
Christopher Walken's back for round 2. And guess what game we're playing?
Halo 2.
Halo 2, baby.
Getting those fat stacks and dollaroonies.
Very careful.
Can't go any further this way. You have it trapped.
It's very dangerous down there. You should bring your coat. It's getting a little chilly out. I don't specifically remember doing that, but that looks pretty cool. What a badass this Chief Master is.
Blur, why are your cutscenes so fucking loud?
Hey, we got the pass score.
Did we though?
We did.